116th Hotline.
It's Sadie.
And Satana, and welcome back to 116th Hotline. If this is your first time here, hello. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. 116th Hotline is a podcast where we talk about anything and everything. And it's a safe space not only for us, but the host, but for you, the listener / viewer, wherever you're watching or listening this on.
Yes. It's definitely a space for all of us.
It's a safe space.
To unpack. Come listen.
Relax. Grab your snacks. Grab your girls.
Your drinks. Whatever you
play us in the background while you're cleaning.
I know a lot of people that do that.
A lot of people do that.
I do that too.
We're your comfort friends. Virtual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so today I really want to talk about just like random things, and there's because the other day I was like, I don't know, it's been happening to me quite a bit about random things that just grinds my gears, and like it kind of annoys me, just random little things. Okay, so just think about anything that has happened to you in the past, or random things that will come up to your mind as I'm talking. So for example, so I still live at home, right? And so I share a bathroom with my brother. And sometimes, I know, right? And one thing that just gets on my nerves and under my skin, and I'll cringe every time, is like whenever I go into the bathroom and if it's like wet on the floor. I think I have sensory issues bad though, because like if it's like wet on the floor or on the little the rugs in the bathroom, like I would like cringe and I would get so annoyed, and I'll be like, oh my god, like pissed, and I'll just start cursing and cussing, because I'm like, I hate it. I hate the feeling of wetness on my bare feet if I'm not in like water. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's so weird. So that's like definitely one thing for me, and I just hate it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like why? Like there's a towel here, like dry off.
What was the purpose?
Exactly. Like, hello, like you're trying to have me slip or something? So if you're ever listening to this, and just bruh, do better. But whatever. Anyway, not just that, but then like like if I'm like at like school too, like in the girls' restroom, if it gets like, because the girls know wash your hands, they get crazy, and the floors are all wet, and may I have shoes on, but I'm like, this is dangerous, so it's
anybody can slip,
and like sometimes I wear my little booties, so it gets a little slippery, and then I'm like, I hate it, like I hate wet floors.
What's it called, a danger zone?
What is it called? Danger zone.
No.
Wet floor sign.
Yeah.
Wet floor sign.
This is a tripping hazard.
Yes, literally.
So the reason why I was laughing and giggling is because when you were talking about the shower thing, I'm going to tell you what grinds my gears. Okay, yesterday, there's no clean towels, so I have to wash laundry today, right? Okay, anyways, back up to yesterday, there's no clean towels, okay? So I'm like, oh, Danny, you already took a shower, right? Danny is my husband, and he's like, yeah, I already took a shower. And I'm like, okay, what towel did you use? Because typically we just like use the same towel. And I'm like, okay, so what towel did you use? He points across the room, and I'm like, what are you pointing? Where's the towel? And he's like, over there. I'm like, where? And then he's like, over there. I'm like, where? And then I finally clicks my brain. He's pointing to my vanity. I was cleaning some jewelry, and I had put jewelry on top of a towel.
And he used that?
This man used the towel.
Oh my god.
Folded it, put it back.
And your jewelry's on top of it?
Yes. And I was like, that pink towel. I was like, you used the pink towel right there. Oh. That is under my... He's like, yeah. And I was like, I put it back because I thought you would get mad. So in the moment, because he said, I thought you would get mad, I literally just... But in my head, I'm like, why would you put it back?
Yeah. Like after using it?
I'm like, huh? I was like, oh.
Hey, at least he told you.
He told me, but I was like, bruh. Men logic. I'm
telling you.
I don't understand that. I don't. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the fact that he folded it back up and put it back away.
It literally was like as if nothing had changed.
So you would have never known.
I was like, huh? So then I feel the wet towel, and I'm like, are you kidding me? And I literally,
yep, it's definitely been used.
Yanked it out and put it in the dirty basket. I'm like, don't do that.
That's
something about men and dirty laundry baskets that
I think that's like a law for them or something, honestly.
It's like if they don't do that, they're not a man.
I know. I mean, to be fair, I mean, Brian's he's pretty good so far about that, but then another thing that does grind my gears.
Wait till you get married.
Honestly, that's what I've heard too.
Girl, they change.
Bruh, I mean, you're like, you get to see how they get comfortable and all that.
Yes.
I'm gonna make his ass do it. I'm like, hey, put your laundry in the basket. Like, why is it halfway hanging out? Why is it on the floor?
Yes.
Because I remember whenever Song and Lisa first got married, and Lisa literally took a picture of that because the basket's right here, and like Song's pair of pants are on the floor, and she took a picture. She goes, "Why? The basket's right there. Like, why do you purposely put it on the floor?
Make it make sense."
I don't understand, bro. But I don't understand. Yeah. Well, one thing too, another thing that. I guess grind my gears, but it's just like why, like, you know, is so the little trash can in the restroom at Brian's. If you listen to this, I mean, yeah, do better, honey. I love you, but like, okay, like there's no bags and like bag in it, you know, for you to like throw your trash. Or sometimes they'll take the trash can somewhere, and I'm like, I'm a girl, I need to use the trash can, you know, like if I'm like using Q-tips or if I'm using like my hygiene stuff, like I'm not like you guys. I have to use the trash can. I have to have a trash can somewhere. Yeah. So every time I go there, and if I don't see one there, I'm like, oh, like, hey, where's the trash can? And he'll like run downstairs and he'll grab it real quickly. But that's the thing. I will give him credit for that. Because sometimes.
Not too much.
Not too much of my boy. But like, it's funny because sometimes whenever he knows I'm coming, he will have a brand new trash with a brand new little bag and everything ready to go. And I'm like, yup, that's right. You sure know.
Teach him now.
For reals. Or like every single time I go to bed, I always have to have a water bottle by my stand. And sometimes if I don't have it, then he'll like already have it prepared, a water bottle right there. And I'm like.
That's another thing that grinds my gears. Danny leaves empty water bottles.
I remember seeing your picture of that. Like, wait, like empty or halfway empty? Actual empty?
All.
Really?
Full, half empty, multiple, with the with toothpicks. You have like toothpicks and the little placards with the empty water bottles. I'm like, just walk it to the trash.
Just throw it away. Okay, but then
it's like another. Anyways,
I have to confess,
throwing away your trash.
I did used to do that too. Like water bottles. I don't know why. I used to have it like if it's. I know. So like I used to give Danny some grace on this because I used to do that with
she said because I didn't give him some grace.
Exactly. No, because like I used to like never finish a whole thing of water bottle. I only have halfway and then I go and grab a new one.
That is exactly what he does.
Yeah, but then now I'm like, no.
That's him and his brisk.
Oh, the brisk?
And his water.
Oh shoot.
Gosh. You know another thing that grinds my gears? Another thing that grinds my gears is when people don't put their shopping carts away.
Oh no, same here. Yeah, I hate that.
Why?
It's just sitting there, and sometimes like it blocks a parking spot, and I'm like, it's right there.
Just you could have walked
5 more steps
right over there. Is that so hard?
That's crazy. Well, I mean, when I was younger, I used to do that. Hey, I'm confessing. This is like maybe a confession episode. I don't know.
Confessional.
I used to when I was younger and care less, but then now that I'm like, yeah, like. I don't care how cold it is or if it's raining. I have to make sure I put it back in the little cart.
Yes. You know what I've been doing?
What?
What I've been doing is actually giving it to like old people. Like when I'm at Walmart and I see old people getting out of the cart, I'm like, would you like a cart? Or if they're done, then I'm like, I'll take your cart for you.
Oh.
Yep. And every time I do that, Oliver's like, Mommy, you're so nice. I'm like, it's good to have some good karma. You got to be nice to older people and vice versa.
I love that.
Now, if they're like, now. And I'm like,
you're like,
fuck you too.
You go put it on yourself then, shoot. Okay.
But yeah.
That's a big thing. So actually, I read something strange on social media a while ago about the cart theory. Have you heard about the cart?
No.
The cart theory?
Tell us.
So, shopping cart theories. That it's like a social experiment, right? Something about, and it's so stupid. It sounds so stupid, but it makes sense. About that, you know, like for people, it's a social experiment because people that go shopping whenever they're done, it's the right thing to do, right? It's like the right thing to put the cart away.
Right.
So like, you know, the people that are just kind of careless, they just like push it, whatever. It shows that they are just like, you know, they're just careless, I guess. But then if the people that, like majority of them that do put them away, it shows that, you know, in society, they are following the rules. They're doing the right thing and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay. And then I remember reading some comments are like, y'all, it is not that deep. It's just a cart. But then at the same time, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Then I started thinking about it every time. Actually, that was the post that made me started putting it away.
Really?
Like, dead ass. Yeah. Because I'm like, you know what? You're right. Like, it's the right thing to do. It's just... like, it's only 5 more steps. Just go put it in there in the right spot. It's just right there. And then I also think about the people because one of my little nephews, one of my really close friends, her son was a cart boy at Walmart. Mm-hmm. And I started thinking about him. Like, you know what? On days that's super hot in the summertime or it's like super cold, yes, it's their job, but it doesn't hurt you to go a little bit extra out of your way for human dignity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, it's that part right there. Clock it. So I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me just help these little kids out. Like, a lot of them are kids. It's like their first jobs, you know?
Yeah, like
they're trying to get
first, like 17, 18, like, you know, first time getting a job. I just need some job experience.
Have some compassion, bro. Like, man.
You know, talking about compassion, I used to not have any, but I feel like now that I'm older and like I have kids or I've experienced all the things I've experienced, I'm like, wait, maybe let's not do that.
Let's not.
Like, for example, you know, we talked about this in the early episodes of our podcast, but like, I don't know if people know this, but my mom used to be a custodian. And even to my husband, whenever we met, I never told him that she was a custodian because I was embarrassed. And even like growing up. So like, that's why when now, like me and Valerie, we've talked about it before, that when we go to like a restaurant or like a hotel or something, we're extra careful of like making sure we clean because we think of our mom, because we're like, oh, she had to clean up. I remember when she worked out of college, she would have to clean up like college kids.
Oh yeah,
at a university. They would throw their fucking trash
all over.
And I went to like, you know, I've talked about this before. I went to like bring your daughter to work day or something. Yeah, and they're just like threw it on the trash. And then in my, you know, that feeling when you get when you're like kind of embarrassed. I started feeling like that, and I was like all red and hot, and I was like so mad because I'm like, why are they just throwing it on the floor? And then my mom, she has to go over there, pick up the trash. I was so pissed. So ever since like I knew that my mom was a custodian, like I've always just custodians and like, you know, cleaners, they have a special place in my heart because I'm like, that's my mom, you know, like that's my mom. So I'm gonna go my extra way to show compassion for these people because I know in the end it's gonna make their job easier, you know.
Exactly.
And it's like all they're doing is just trying to put food on the table.
That part,
you know. And so I'm like, no, if you don't have no compassion, adjust that lens. Adjust it.
It's like as simple as like this little post and stuff that we've been hearing about growing up about, if you go to like McDonald's, when you're done with your tray, just put your tray away, throw your trash away. You know, like there are workers there, but then it's like it just shows your character, who you are as
I agree.
With a character when you leave all your trash just on the table, people can come and clean it for you.
I agree.
You know, like I think growing up, like we see it from that lens, like you said. So you know, we're just like extra mindful about that. Like that's their job, but then make it a little bit easier for them. Like, how would you like it if somebody were to like crap on your job, you know, and make you do the extra work? You know, like you signed up for this job, but then like just be a little compassionate for that and think about like what they have to do, you know, all day long too.
Or when people don't know how to show compassion, I'm like, think about your grandma and think about your grandpa. Like, maybe your parents were well off and you didn't have to struggle, but think about maybe your grandma that growing up she had to do that, or your grandpa doing that now in his old age. Like, how would you feel if people were to shit on them? You know, like that with your mom being a janitor, like you said, so like growing up in Fresno, like you know, there's a lot of Hmong people, so a lot of our janitors were Hmong, like older Hmong men too. And it's so crazy to me because I used to think of it as like, I thought of my grandpa and my uncles. I'm like, that could be my grandpa working this job right now, like cleaning after kids, messy trays and in the cafeteria. And it was like, it did make me kind of sad too. And I remember my auntie, MC, shout out to MC, please listen to this episode. Sadie's gonna send it to you. You better listen to it.
Right. She, as we were getting older, we're like sixth graders, so we, you know, understood a little bit more. And she'll be like, at her school, like they had older like Hmong men or women like also working as custodians. And she'll be like, I don't know, it makes me sad, Sadie, when I see like you know, you know, like I started talking to Hmong, like they're working like this. And I was like, she's like, I will never let my parents do that. And I'm like, I know. I was like, I can't imagine my my grandpa working like that. But then at the same time, sometimes these are the only jobs that they can afford to, you know, language barriers and stuff. And that's why I think coming from that place, like we all know that sometimes this is all they can do. It's like we were already built with the compassion because we understand the struggle. We really do. But I'm curious to know, if you are not a person of color, like how does that impact you? Like, do you see it the same way, or do you see it as if like, well, it's their problem, they came here? I'm just curious to know. I know because I can only speak from my point of view, right? And I'm just curious. And there are people too, I will give credit to some, there are people out there that are privileged, aka keyword privileged, because they have never experienced these type of situations growing up, and the struggles like firsthand or whatnot. But then like some people are naturally, they do have compassion, you know, they do see that, hey, like, again, back to the cart theory, this is the right thing to do. The right thing to do is, after you're done eating your tray at McDonald's, take it to the trash, right? Instead of just leaving it all over. You know what I mean? Like, and I get it. Teenagers, kids, like, they don't know any better. I mean, honestly, teenagers, they know better. Well, you know. But,
I mean, like, you know what? It makes me think of that quote. Like, there is more good than there is bad. Mm-hmm. Because I truly think that's how the world is. There definitely is more good than there is bad. Because if you think about your day-to-day experience, you don't necessarily always have bad experiences, but it's those bad ones that you're just like, oh gosh, like, you know.
And unfortunately, they do stand out because there's least, you know, the
least occurring,
yeah. And so whenever it does happen, it stands out, and you tend to remember it a lot, which is unfortunate, but you know, in a way, I guess it's good too, because like you said, it's like more good versus bad. So, but
okay, so I have, this is like really random, but I want to get your opinion on this.
Yes.
So there's a scandal that's going on right now.
Scandal?
Yeah, it's a scandal. I'm just curious to know your POV, because you're not into like the marketing and like all that stuff. So there's this drink brand, and they basically sent soda can vending machines to influencers to host like a Super Bowl party. And basically, like, it was supposed to be like, oh, the vending machine is for the influencer and they can share it with their family when they're hosting a Super Bowl, and the vending machine is full of this brand's drinks. So what do you think about that? Because there's people online that are talking about, like, instead of sending it to the influencer, they could have sent it to like a school for teachers, or they could have put it on a campus for free, you know. And like, what's your opinion on that?
I think I've heard about that. Is it what I think it is? Okay. Blue or red?
What?
The drink, is it red?
It's poppy.
Oh, it's poppy. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about Coca-Cola.
No. What do you think? What do you think about that?
That they're sending to influencers to promote?
Well, people are just like, oh, wow, you sent them literally a whole vending machine, spending all that money, like when you could have like. They were like, you were so close to doing something good. I don't know. I just want to know your take on it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really.
Because I feel like that comes to the compassion thing. It's like, okay, you want to do good in the world, but it's like, what is good enough, and what, you know what I mean? Like, what is the gauging of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like they wanted to do something good, right? Promoting their product, right? Sending it out for the goodness of their heart, to try to be like, hey, do something good. You can share it with your family. You know, just like have a good time, like bond over that. But then people are like, well, it wasn't
missed opportunity
enough. Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
Okay. So
I guess it begs the question, like, what is the boundary line of like what is compassionate enough or what isn't? You know what I mean? It's like a juggling. That's like really picking on my brain, because I'm seeing it from all different points of view, right? Yeah. Because like, okay, my first thought is, okay, it's a commercial, it's promoting, it's a business, it's a brand. Yes. So my first initial thought is money. Yeah. You know, like promotion, like trying to make your business run, you know? But then the message behind it, if it's supposed to be for goodness, then yeah, that is a kind of a missed opportunity, because like you mentioned, they could have sent it to a school, or like, you know, like the less fortunate or something, to kind of promote that, because then that'll be like a win-win type of message, you know, I see. Because like for good, doing good.
Doing good, yeah. So that's kind of a missed opportunity on that part, if that's what their intentions and that's what their context was supposed to be. Now, however, I can see from the influence side, because it's like, they're influencers for a reason, because they have a big name and to promote. And if people that are watching them, and they have like a lot of big viewing status or whatever, so if they see that, then they will get more business. So if we're speaking business, then okay, influencer side is like, it'll probably reach more people, unfortunately. So, but then like, if it's like they wanted to have better and good intentions, then if they went the other route, it's kind of like sometimes the really, really good intentional ones kind of gets overlooked, you know? Yeah. Because if they were to go that way,
would it be as popular?
No. Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, yes, it could. It has potential.
What you mean, yeah. But it's like, if you're doing it for business, for marketing, like then they did what they needed to do. Well, basically the owner, she came on TikTok and she was like, hey, I've been seeing a lot of like discourse. Backlash. Yeah. And like backlash about like, you know, some like inquiries of what people think this campaign was supposed to be. And basically she said that she's going to listen and start sending it to like hospitals and like wherever and stuff like that. So I don't know, I mean, that gives me to question you, the viewer / listener, like, what is your definition of having compassion? To what level You know, does it make it like too compassionate or not compassionate enough? Like, how do you gauge that?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's a really, really good question.
Because I feel like we all have our own perspectives of what we think is compassionate enough.
Absolutely.
But it's like, is it though? Like, to us, it may be.
It may be.
But to others, it's like, you didn't even hit the mark.
Like, that's it?
Yeah,
like, that's
right,
it?
Right. So, I don't know.
True.
It's like, who's the compassion police? I don't know.
I think a lot of us, well, speaking from our experiences, that we've seen it growing up and being a person of color, coming from our backgrounds where our family had to work extra hard, right? Go the extra mile just to get food on the table, like you said. So we see it growing up. So that's why we grew up to, like, see that in other people, you know, like growing up. Like, honestly, when I see like just like older people at work, like you said, custodians, like I truly, I'm just like my heart kind of, it tugs on my heart a little bit, even though I have no idea, my heartstrings, even though I have no idea who they are. Like, it can be like a white, black, or purple person of color. I don't care who they are. If they're older and I see them working still, I'm like, oh, like, I'm like, dang.
I'm the same way.
You know, it's so weird.
I think of my parents.
I think of my grandparents, and I'm like, oh, I was like, I wish like every older person can just be at home and, you know, just like rest and live the life that they deserve. But then who knows? Maybe from the other perspective, and from them, they're like, oh, I'm living my life. I'm still but I want to work. I want to be active.
Yeah,
you
like,
know,
I'm thankful that I'm able to work.
To work still. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know. It really comes down to like different perspectives. And
well, I guess that makes me the reason why I was talking about compassion, because I'm like, we're talking about Irks and like you know, what grinds our gears. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like, yes, things can grind our gears. Everybody gets annoyed, but it's like at the end of the day, you have to have some type of compassion, even though it irks you so bad. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna give these people the benefit of the doubt, because at the end of the day, I know I do stuff that annoys people. Like, you know, I don't know.
So speaking of that, kind of stemming off of that, what is some of your quirks that you
I'm like, quirky girl,
whatever. Some of your quirks that you find yourself doing, and that like, or that you haven't really noticed, like start like digging into, like something that you do naturally that you don't really notice, or that's something that you just feel like you have to do to like fidgets or whatever, you know what I mean?
I feel like I'm OCD. Like, you know, when I was tapping like Instagram pictures, I don't know why, or even TikTok videos, like I have to like,
you do this girl. I saw her on, was it TikTok? We were scrolling her phone one day. She was showing me, she goes, look at this video.
I was like
like the harding it. She goes like spamming it. I'm like, oh shoot. I was like, I didn't know you can like it that much. She goes, yeah, I just like it. She's like tapping it 5,000 times. The heart's like boom, spamming, and I'm like, I didn't even know you can do that on TikTok.
So you only do one?
Girl, I'm like this. I'm like, heart.
No, girl. Well, I guess because coming from like creator side, I'm like, I know it helps them a lot, so I'm like,
you're like extra.
Yes.
You do that.
I do that a lot. It's bad.
Funny. It was funny. It was cute. When I saw that, I was like, wait. I thought that if you were to do that, it gives them more likes. But no, that's not how it works. It just
shows more hearts.
It shows more hearts, and I'm like, huh? You can do that?
No, that's one of my things. Like, I feel like I'm kind of OCD in that way. Like, I have to do things like multiple times. Yeah.
I like that though. I like that. One for me is I already spoke about the wet floors, but I think again, I think it's like quite literally a little spectruming because
we're on the spectrum.
We're on the spectrum, ADHD, all that, all the above. Self-diagnosed, disclosure.
Take it with a grain of salt.
We always have to say that, you know. But I cannot stand. I think I've told you this before. I cannot stand bare floors. Like floor with my feet. I cannot stand.
You have to wear slippers?
I have to wear slippers. I have to wear socks. I have to wear something. Remember when we went to Dallas?
Oh, you have socks.
I have socks on right now.
Oh yeah, and you're like, how do you go buy socks?
I need some socks. Yeah, because I don't know. I think it's just like a sensory thing. I have a lot of sensory issues. Do you have any sensory issues?
At the party.
Oh yes
at the party. So like we went to a Galentine's party this past weekend, and it was just really loud and like loud noises, crowded rooms. I get really like anxious and like I feel like I'm getting suffocated.
You were really feeling hyperventilating for
yes I was like, I need it. That's why I was kind of like quiet.
I know.
I was like, it's too loud,
too much
and then I think like that's why you said like that's why we like structure and like
we like structure, and like that's the reason why like we just don't thrive in chaos, like you said. Don't. We have to have structure. We have to have like undivided attention whenever whoever's talking. Like I'm the same way too, because like whenever I go to ADHD again, but if I go to like and I think I talked about this in the past too, like for like a PD, right, like for professional development, and if there's a speaker and I'm trying to tune into the speaker, and there's people next to me are like my ears are like trying to focus here, but I get so there you go. That's another what grinds my gears is losing focus because of people having conversations when I'm trying to listen to the speaker or whatever.
Like, guys, we're here for one thing,
or paying attention to
shut up
on the screen. Just like when you go to the movies, you know, you go to the movies and there's people talking and laughing, and they're like, "Huh? Like, shut up! I'm trying to enjoy the movie."
Like when we're watching Wicked and people are like, "Oh." How people were like singing along. It's like, shut up!
Like, this is not a sing along.
What is this feeling
that I'm feeling right now?
Yeah,
but no, seriously, like that's just like I think a lot of those things, like those are sensory issues.
It is. It really is, issues. And I'm pretty sure my son has them too because like when he gets overstimulated or like just like his ball of emotions, it's too much. He's like almost like shutting down, and I'm like, okay, it's a little bit too loud in here. Like, let's be quiet. Let's go to a different room. Does he kind of show
physically, like
like he starts to get angry. Like he's just like, can you guys please be quiet?
It's overstimulation.
Isla too.
She
like,
does?
Like when Danny like gets mad at her and like starts saying something to her, she like gets really upset and starts screaming, and I'm like, calm down. Let's be calm. We need that as adults too.
I'm telling you, like, yes, it's a lot to the kids, but for adults, we need it so
But you know what? I feel like
bad.
What's helped is having my puppy.
Oh.
Like when I'm like mad and upset, I'm like, okay, I just need to pet the dog.
Yes, like it's a coping mechanism.
Yes, even with like the kids, I'm like, okay, you're mad. I was like, pet Fluffy. I was like, just pet him.
So
he'll make you feel better. And they kind of forget about it, and then they're just
yes, because they're focused on that soft and fuzzy.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's why we have actually for out of my job, we're about to get a therapy dog.
Oh my God.
To help with those kids that need the extra. Just like you said, it really does help them with like to forget about what's going on and helps them kind of calm down. And it's honestly it's for the teachers too because we're gonna need it.
I don't know why, but it really does work.
I'm telling you.
Because even for Oliver, like when he gets frustrated, like doing his math homework and stuff like that, I'm like, just take a break,
breather,
like pat the dog for a little bit, like you'll be fine. Having an animal does help.
I'm telling you, that's why pets are they're so important. I love that.
I know. Also, I didn't even tell the podcast, I got a puppy.
Fluffy is so freaking adorable.
I got a puppy. His name is Fluffy. I will put him right here on the screen.
I love him.
We love Fluffy so much, and he is a Shih Tzu. He is about 8 weeks old. Yeah, I love.
Dude, the other day when I came pick you up and Lila put him in the little stroller.
Girl,
she even buckled him in.
Yes,
and I'm like, that is so freaking adorable. I took a video of it.
She's been playing with him like a doll.
Like a doll.
Yes,
but real.
And Tara was like, she keeps sending me pictures of like dog stuff, and it's like cute, girly dog stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I will dress him in that. Like,
no, seriously, oh my gosh, I can't wait until you guys start dressing him. He's like this tiny. He's so freaking adorable.
He is so small. He doesn't even fit like extra small stuff. He's so tiny. I'm like,
because he's still a baby.
Yeah, he's a puppy. He's a cute little puppy. I love having a dog. I have been missing out on this my whole life.
I'm telling you, dude, it's so cute. I'm growing up. Speaking of dogs, I'm just gonna stem on that real quickly. But yes, growing up we have pets growing up in dogs, but they've always been outdoor
yeah,
dogs.
Okay, we need to talk about that in the Asian community. Like, why do we have dogs but just leave them outside?
Because I'll answer this for you. Because I know for my uncles and my families, them having them before, because they have the dog as a guard to guard their chickens or their other like animals outside. But
I hate that. I'm like, dude, a dog needs to be inside. It needs to have food. It needs to have shelter. It needs to have like cuddles, like compassionate. That's why I told Danny, like, if we are gonna get a dog, we're gonna do it right. It's gonna be indoors. It's gonna be spoiled. We're gonna
And if you like keep up with the hygiene, like you guys have been doing, that's the way to go.
Yeah, because I'm like, you could tell like once you don't shower them for like more than like 2-3 days,
they have a natural
odor.
Yeah, dog odor for sure. Yeah, I can smell them blue sometimes too. The thing with Blue too, Brian's dog.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a German. Well, I think he has German Shepherd in him, but he's on paper it says something about he's a Husky mixed with a Border Collie. No, Border Collie. I don't know.
Girl, I don't know. I know Husky.
Yeah, Husky, but that's why he's so freaking.
Does he have long hair?
Yeah, he's considered long hair. He's sheds like a mud, like sheds so much, just like the little ones. What are they called?
Pomeranian?
No, the one that Sue and them has. Super short.
That Nolly has.
It's
like it starts with a C.
Corgi. I was gonna say Calder. Corgi sheds like a mud too, but then Blue, like that type of dog.
Do you think my dog will shed?
Shih Tzu, I heard that they don't, but I don't know. My one is research because they're longer. But then there are some type of dogs out there that do not shed. And my auntie has one. I forgot what they're called, but they don't shed. So it really depends. But just do some research on that. I don't know. I don't know. But Blue sheds like a mud. And I told Brian, like, whenever we move in together and we live together, he's going outside. I'm sorry. Then he's meant to be an outside dog though. But then, I mean, he's going to come inside whenever, like, at nighttime to sleep and all that. And then, like, if it's cold. But he's meant to be an outdoor dog. So, and there are dogs out there that are meant to be more outdoors. Like, they're hunter dogs, you know?
Like German Shepherds.
German Shepherds, yeah. And, what are those called? The big ones?
Police dogs? Wait, police dog is German Shepherd.
German Shepherds, yeah. But, yeah, because he sheds so bad. I was like, unless if you want to keep it indoors, then you have to be the people that continuous, like, I'm talking daily, grooming daily, and like brushing him daily and making sure like he I'm telling you, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So if you're a dog owner,
like having a child,
sometimes even more. Because you have to really keep, because I'm telling you, his hair is all over the place.
I couldn't even imagine, like, even Fluffy now, like, he's a puppy, but like potty training him and making sure that I clean him, wash him, because we're still potty training. So like, did he pee, did he poop, like, make sure he got water, food. It is. And then, like, having the camera on him so that when we're out at the store,
you have the camera on him. Oh, that's good. That's smart. Yeah, so you can monitor him that way.
Yep. And then, like, when he's done peeing, like, I wipe his pee-pee so that when he, like, crawls with us and, like, cuddles with us.
Good. That's what my cousin Manora does, too, with her dog. Like, every single time she takes him out, when they come back just to do for a pee or poop, as soon as they come in, she wipes the booty and everything, and she wipes the dog's paws. Because the dogs sometimes gets on their furniture and all that. And you don't want them to bring, like, feces inside your house, you know? So if you're, I mean, that's just the way how we are. Some people, they don't care. So, but then, like,
it's nasty. My kids are rolling around with them.
Your kids are rolling on the floor and everything. You don't want it to get, like, you know, like, dirty. And that's just us. I don't know. Some people
that's
don't
what
care.
Valerie was like, you need to get wipes, because that's what Sydney does with her dog, is clean them in between. And I'm like, that is so smart.
Yeah.
That way they're consistently like clean.
Yes. That's literally what Baku does with her dog. And I told Brian too, it's like, hey, you need to wipe his paws, especially when it's cold outside. It's like muddy and everything. So he's been doing that too. So he'll wipe his paws whenever he comes back in and everything. And he does give him baths, like, regularly too. That's good. That's good, because they do smell. But
I love dogs.
I love puppies.
It was the missing piece to our family, because my kids are literally obsessed,
and they're so occupied. They can be occupied with a dog.
Yes, they can play with it. Like, Isla goes crazy playing with.
It's so cute. Like you said, it's literally a little sibling.
It is. That's why I'm like, honey, look, your son's sleeping, and he's like, which one? And I'm like, oh God, stop.
Ew, which one?
I know.
Dead.
And we freaking love having a dog. And he's just on the missing piece we were needing in our family. And it really does, like, help you with the baby fever, because you're like,
yes,
it's just like having another child.
No, seriously, because of how little he is, and you can cuddle with him. I love that. He's so freaking cute.
I love him. He's a good dog.
Do you have any other, like, weird quirks or anything? We talked about, you said that, I think.
Let's see. I talked about
the little double tap.
The tapping thing. Oh my God, that's bad. I don't know.
Not quirky.
I'm a quirky girl.
Quirky.
I don't really know. Is there anything about me that you noticed?
Oh.
What? No. Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I did that reaction on
purpose.
Well, kind of. Okay. Hey, it's okay though, because let's spit it out on the table, babes. It's okay. We're sisters anyway. Let's go.
Bitch.
No, but then it's not like anything bad. You know, it's just something I've noticed. And I think we talked about this before too, a while ago. With put on the music.
Okay, what is it?
Drum roll. I think we talked about this one time with Valerie too, when it was all three of us. But what is it? I think, okay, so it kind of ties in with the tapping, like, a whole bunch. Not the tapping thing, but I'm putting you on the spot. Yes, I am. But it's okay, because then it's your turn. You see what I'm saying? Okay. But so whenever, like, if I come over, and then I will be, and this happened a few times actually. So
what the heck?
This is the reason why I wanted to bring this up. Okay. But so I will be having a conversation with Sutiana, and then, like, I think you're just so, like, what's the word? Tunnel vision into your phone. This bitch will be tunnel vision to her phone, and she'll be, like, replying to someone where she's, like, scrolling, and I'll be asking her a question, right? Straight up ignore the F out of me. She'll be like, I'll be like, hey, so what did you do the other day? And she'll be like, I'm like, and I'm sitting there silent, like, playing with, I'm like, hey, what did you do the other day? She's like over here, like, and then like 5 seconds later, you're like, what? And I'm like, What did you do the other day?
It's bad. I think it's because like I'm so used to working on my phone and like trying to work, and then like also like
tuning everything out.
Yes, trying to like do my work, plus like my kids are always asking me stuff. I'm like, guys, I so literally need to get work done. Like, so someone was like, you're a really good mom because you know how to tune them out. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm like, I have to.
You have to.
I have to. So that's like literally my problem. And because I can never just have like a quiet moment. I'm like always getting distractions here and there. So I'm just always like,
especially since Isla's not in school yet, so she's attached to your hips 24/7.
Yeah. Okay, what's another one you got on me?
I think that's what I've noticed so far only. That's what I've noticed so far. But then, so it'll be a few times already. And I remember, I think
bad.
One time we were in the living room and I was asking her something, and she just was straight up ignoring me because she was so tunnel tuned into her phone. And then Danny goes, babe, say he's asking you a question. and then she'll snap and she'll, oh, what? But then, I mean, that's the only thing I've noticed so far, I think.
I feel like you don't have any quirks.
You don't think so? Other than the one, like I said about me, like, you know, like sensory issues, one thing about me, it's not a quirk, but it's more like a kind of like grind my gears. So back to it's like tying in hand in hand. Okay, grind my gears. I cannot stand when I'm wearing like a long sleeve and I'm wearing like a jacket or hoodie and the sleeve is like pushed up inside the hoodie, because I just like again, sensory issue. I hate it. I hate it.
I love it too.
I noticed that one time I saw you put her outfit on and she has to hold on to her long sleeve.
I taught her how to do that because she didn't like it going up. So I said, you have to hold it on and then put your arm through. Yeah.
I have to do that every time. Like I every single time I have a long sleeve on, I have to make sure I hold it with my fingers and then put my arms through it, because I just cannot stand that. I hate that. I hate turtlenecks. I hate everything. Like I was just telling you earlier, I hate turtlenecks. I feel like something's choking me and itchy. Yeah. So I have to like I'll kind of make myself think about like how much it bothers me that I start coughing and almost like gagging, like
it's suffocating.
I hate it. I hate that. I hate my hair being down. Well, I mean, sometimes I don't.
We know we were talking about like the hot.
Yeah. Oh no, next to me. So my hair is always 90% of the time it's up.
Mine too.
That's why my hairstylist is like, Sadie, why do you do your hair like that when you always put it up? I'm like, you know what, you're right. But sometimes I want to make it look good, you know. So if I don't think about it, and if it's like I try so hard to think about it, it'll be okay. So like very, very a few times I will put my hair down when I go to work, because like I'm busy at work. I'm walking around helping kids. I'm hot. Doing this, doing that. You're like, I'm being able to help them.
Ain't nobody got time to look cute with their hair.
I hate it. I have to always have it up or braid.
Your hair is getting long too.
So freaking long.
You need to cut my hair.
Oh yeah, I do need to cut your hair. I just cut. Me and Lisa were just talking about that the other day. I also hate wet socks. I hate when I'm wearing.
Stop! Again, it makes me want to throw up.
I freaking hate it.
Do you don't like feet at all?
I don't think I like feet at all. This is why I don't like anything that has to do with feet. I mean, I like to do my toes, but good thing. Never mind.
I was gonna say.
Well, Brian likes feet, so Brian likes my feet. He likes my feet, so I keep them painted. You know what I'm saying? I keep them made. Hey, PG only. What? It's just feet.
We didn't say nothing. We just said feet.
What? You already knew what I was gonna say. But then I mean, I don't mind his too. I was like, whatever. But then like anything that has to do with like sensory with my feet, like touching anything, I like, I can't. I don't know.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Do you have something that you like find yourself like just can't stand? I feel like you've mentioned something to me before in the past, but I just can't remember what it is.
I honestly, I guess I do have. I hate when like, I think that's why I'm a skirt girl. Oh, because it's not constricting. Mm-hmm. Like I hate wearing jeans. I hate jeans or anything that is like super like 99% cotton, 100%. I hate that. Give me some polyester. Give me some freaking rayon. Like I need stretch. I don't want to wear clothes where I feel like I'm in a damn corset. Yeah. Okay, like I can't do anything that's super tight. Like just give me a little extra wiggle room, and that's like a big one for me, especially because I love clothes and everything like that. I just need a little wiggle room. I hate wearing things that are like super extra skin tight. I'm like, I feel like I'm gonna suffocate.
I know.
I hate that,
especially for like the bottoms. Yeah, I'm also not a jeans girly. Like I'll wear a pair of jeans here and there, good jeans, like especially if it's cold outside or something. But if I don't have to, I'm not going to. I can't stand jeans, like the feeling of it. You know what though? As kids, my aunt MC, I remember this, and I think I used to do it too, but I usually see it with her a lot. She would wear jeans to sleep. But we were kids, and so that's all we had at the time, probably. And I'm like, now thinking back, I'm like, jeans to sleep? I could never.
That's wild.
I could never.
I would have never done that. Well, actually, I take that back because my dad used to be like, wear the clothes that you're gonna wear to school tomorrow.
To sleep already.
That way you can get up and just brush your teeth.
No, that's smart though. We used to do that too. Growing up, we never had pajamas.
We didn't. But now that I'm older, I'm like, the pajama is my birthday suit.
No, seriously.
I mean, I cannot wear a pajama. Like, I want a cute pajama set. I cannot wear it. I'd rather be in my birthday suit. And just lock the door so the kids don't see. But like, come on, like, it's more comfortable just sleeping in my birthday suit.
Freely.
Yes.
Birthday suit as in freely?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, as in no clothing to my body.
Well, that's how for Steph she has to sleep like that. Just because I think she's so used to, like, it used to be really hot growing up, you know, like in her room. So now she's used to do that. And I'm like, you know what? So I tried it. Now that one, I'm like, okay, it's so free. It's so freely.
It's
like,
so, because you don't have nothing attached to you.
Right. Like,
it's so comfortable.
Free issue again. I'm telling you.
Do it for real.
I'm telling you, like, I think that one of the sad thing about that too is that, like, you can agree to that. Growing up, I don't know if it's just where we come from, like from our backgrounds, but we never had such things as pajamas. We never had such things as pajamas. So I remember whenever we would go to school and they'd be like, pajamas days. And I'm like, I mean, these are my pajamas. and it was kind of sad to think about it now. My pajamas were just like my regular track pants. I'm like, these are my pajamas. And then like they'll be like, oh, and it was a t-shirt.
I think the only time I wore pajamas growing up was when we went to the foster home and they had like a set of pajamas. Yeah.
Because
I'm like, what is that?
Like, what is that? Like,
I don't want to wear long sleeve.
But then like your dad said though, gosh, now when you wake up, you have to change into your actual clothes. Like,
I don't want to do that. I'd rather sleep in my birthday suit. Call it a day.
Call it good.
I think pajamas were just made so that people can get rich. Like, to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Someone just did that to make money.
We can make something up right now and just make it a thing.
Exactly.
You know? Think of something. If you could make something right now and to, like, you know, profit off of it, make it like a brand or something. Like a... I know, let's think. You know, that has not been done before.
You know what? I think something about when you're sleeping that you can go into a virtual reality realm.
Ooh. Like
that movie.
Inception?
No, not Inception. No? There's a movie called Hello Darling or something like that.
Oh my gosh, yes. I've seen that movie with something Pugh. What's her name?
Yes. I know. And Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. Oh my gosh, that movie is insane.
So something like that. Like, so where if you want to get away from reality, you can literally just lock in
to go
and just go into that reality game.
So, but then when you wake up, will you remember it?
Oh,
because
it
will be a dream if you don't remember.
I say yes.
I love that.
Because that, or if you say no, then it'll be like that movie called, or it'll be that show called on Apple TV, Severance, the one that SZA likes.
Oh,
have you heard of Severance?
I've heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
Basically, it's, I mean, from what I've seen, it's basically about people where it separates their job and their personal life. Ooh. So it's a TV show about, like, they go to work and then literally as they're in the elevator or something like that, then it turns off.
You told me about that.
And then they literally remember nothing from the work day, and then they only go back to, like, their home life.
I want to watch that now.
So something like that, but then where it's like, if you're having, like, you know, you just want to get away from the world, you can just go to your virtual reality.
Virtual reality. So if you say you want to go to the Bahamas and you're sleeping, that would be sold.
Yeah.
Let me pay for that. I would love that.
A meal of pop.
Dude, seriously. That'll be the new Tesla. But okay, that's really good, man. How am I gonna top that? Shoot.
Well, I was just thinking, like, what could people use right now? An escape from reality.
Freaking love that.
I feel like yours will be something with vacation.
I know, because now you got me thinking about vacation too, or something that has to do with relaxing as well, like you said.
Cruises.
Maybe something that can record your every single memory
without you having to capture it yourself.
Without you having to capture it, so that you can, like, just go and pull it out, and this is the memory from this day. Well, inside out, but then, like, in an actual, like, you know, tangible.
Where you're just like, this is the tape from that day.
And looking at it.
I love that. We need that. That way we can stop capturing with our phones. Without
our phones. And but because with our phones we choose to, right? But this is something that I wish that was already there.
Yeah.
You could just pull in the back and say, oh, this is the memory from this day.
Apple iPhone camera right here.
We're gonna become robots.
We're gonna be everything everywhere at once.
Everything that's been, and yeah, I think that's what I would do.
That is wild. Okay, so this is the last week of February, so Q2.
Yes, we're getting there.
Is after March, right? Okay. So what do you have? You have anything coming up?
For March, well, yes, I have spring break, baby.
Oh my god, I totally forgot.
Yes, the good thing about my job is we really look forward to, like, these big breaks and stuff, because we really look forward to it. We need it bad.
Wait, isn't school gonna be closed today, the 24th?
No,
the 17th.
The 17th, because that's President's Day.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spring break because it's an entire week. I don't have anything planned yet other than getting my eyebrows redone. So it's going to be a week of just relaxing, catching up. If anything, like,
unplug.
If you guys are free, we can probably go do something too. Like, we can go to have dinner, go to the indoor park or something.
Yeah, let's do that. So for spring break, actually, we were originally going to go to Milwaukee.
I thought so. Yeah. Wait, was it spring break?
Yeah. But then we might go the weekend after. The weekend after, so that way he only misses like 2 days from the next week.
Work.
Yeah. Because Danny's, he just found out his stepmom or his godmother. Yeah.
Are you guys taking the kids?
Yes.
Driving?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna be there for like at least 4 days.
Have you guys done that before, driving with the kids?
We have, but not in
recently.
Yeah, not recently.
That'll be fine.
So it'll be like a nice road trip, and I think we all need it.
Oh, that'll be fun. Super fun.
And I mean, it'll be a great getaway. Spring break, we need to do something.
Okay, let's do it. And then one thing too, with March coming up, like you said, we're gonna start cooking up our event soon.
In April. We're looking for April. Yeah, we're looking at dates. We're gonna look into, and just to be like transparent.
Yes.
I think tickets are gonna be like $20 a pop.
Yeah.
We're not gonna make it
no more than 20, but like no less than 20.
Just to contribute to the event fund.
Itself, and literally all the funds are going back into towards
the podcast.
Right back into the podcast, and right back into the event, so that way we can make all of the things more intentional and great for all of us. So we don't know if Val's going to be there yet because I don't know about her schedule. We will try to make sure that she at least makes an appearance, just so you can see the trio together again for a little bit, to come and hang out with us. If not, that's okay too. We'll still make it fun and very just interactive.
You know how we do it.
You already know how we get down.
Because it's been a year since we did an event, but you know what? I know y'all been loving these events, and we are gonna get back to it this year. I have
quite a few people asking us about like, hey, when are you guys gonna have the next event?
That is one of our goals this year is to start doing events more, and we're coming back with it.
And one thing I know that we haven't really talked about, and just want to talk about this real quickly, is that we've been slacking on merch, and I know we've been talking about this for a while.
I know, but it's really bad.
I know it's just, we have a lot going on, and like Susanna said, we literally do this on our own free time.
It's a passion that needs a little bit of funding, so that's why we're working hard on the side so we can get more funds to do what we need to do.
Exactly.
And if anybody out there is interested in sponsoring for the merch, by all means, hit us up.
Let us know. We will shout you out. If you have like a small business or whatever, we will promote and collaborate. So
exactly, collaboration is key. As always, we upload a new episode every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm so sorry, okay, because I've been trying to hit those marks. Life is crazy, but if we don't end up uploading on a Monday, just follow us on our socials.
We'll always post.
Yes, you can find us at 116 Hotline on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So if you ever need to catch up on previous episodes or just want to know what we're up to in real time, make sure you follow us on all socials and let us know how you like this episode.
Yeah, it's kind of random, kind of off.
But you know what? We needed to yap.
That's literally just our brain in general.
We needed to yap.
What are some of your quirks?
Are you going to be attending our event in April?
Please.
Let us know. We just want a general head count, an idea of who would be interested, because I know there's girls out there that are asking. And
girls,
it's coming.
Boys, whatever.
It's coming.
We're invited to all.
Be patient.
Also, if you have an idea of what we should do at the event, slid it into our DM.
Yes.
Let us know. What is something you would like to see at one of our events?
$20 is not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And it's going right back towards you and that
absolutely. Okay. Well, we'll see you guys next week for a new episode. Thanks for listening and stopping by.
Bye.